All right, today for phonics class, we're just going to do a real quick no review. Just learn 2 more vowels, 2 more consonants. The first vowel we have here should be familiar to you. You'll notice it has the A here and then something on the right. One thing I want to caution against is don't think that this is A. It's not. When it's put with another symbol, it's a completely new sound of its own. So like we saw earlier, A, I. This one is ia, and you should recognize this one from the word lia, okay? Or lia howie. So you've already learned this vowel. Ia. So just to be able to recognize it. The second one is a little bit more difficult. As I said, we're going to get into vowels that are completely different from English vowels. This one in English, we wouldn't even say that it was a vowel necessarily. This sounds a lot like the letter, if we were to say the letter R. Now, when I say the letter R, I close my mouth for the sound pretty good. This one is ow, ow, ow. Okay? So try to keep your mouth more open. Ow. Like you're going to say an R, ow. But don't close it quite all the way, and you can think of the back of your tongue more coming up, more curved in the back, up against the roof of your mouth a little bit. That might help. Ow, ow. All right, so a little bit like the English letter R, but it's definitely not as strong. All right, let's look at these with our blends. The first one we're going to look at is the ia. Once again, it rhymes with lia, jomrip lia. So chia, sia, here, tia, chia, ia, kia, tia, dia. All right, and then our. This one is our, tar, sar, dar. This word means to walk. Dar, jar, car, char, har. All right, so those are 2 vowels. The next consonant we're going to look at is the consonant paw. It has the English letter P sound. Paw. So you'll notice that it looks a little bit like taw. The difference between this and taw is that taw has a rounded bottom. This has the what looks like a W bottom. This is paw, the P sound, paw. So let's go through these flashcards real quick. Pai, pie, pia, pa, pai, pe, po, pu, par, pai, pai, pia. All right, wanted to go through those a little bit extra. The next consonant, this is a ball, or in Khmer, bal. It's almost the same as an English letter B, but it's almost like they put a little bit B. It's a strong B. Okay, so if you just think of bal, make it stronger. Ball, they would say bal. Okay, so ba. It's a stronger letter B than our English. Your normal B will work. You just think of putting that a little bit extra force in there. There is something about this letter that we will get to in just a second. I want to explain. But let's go through some of these blends first until we get to one of this. This would be be, bai, bay. You should recognize this. Number 3. Bia, ba, bồ, bùa. If you were to add an N sound at the end, buồn, the number 4. Bê, bay. Now, the one I want to show you is this, and unfortunately, this is something that we have to deal with. As you can see, this is a ba, and obviously since I'm holding it in this deck, this is also a ba. Let me explain a little bit. I'll write it up on the board, and maybe it will make sense because of that. So our normal ba is written like this. If I were to add an ah on top of that, it looks too much like a ha, the H sound, okay? So we have the ha already. In fact, you can see similarities in the two letters. They start the same, and when they're connected, then it's too similar, and especially in handwriting, it's almost lost. So because of that problem, with the ba, they write a different symbol anytime it's connected to this ah. So instead of being this, to say ba, it's written like a U with a tail, and it has hair. So it actually looks a lot like a jaw. The thing that makes it different from a jaw is it doesn't have the loop up here, and it also has this little tail. And then you would add the ah to it. So this is just something you're going to want to memorize. When you see this, looks like U with a tail, it's actually the B sound, and it will always be connected to some sort of ah, okay? Some vowel that has this ah in it. So this one is ba. That's the one you want to remember. A little bit different, but just for today, we're going to just take the 4 new letters that we learned and just mix those up and only review those. If you need more review, you can go back to the previous lesson through the other letters we learned. Just wanted to make this one sort of quick right here. We'll go through just the 4 that we learned and add those on there. All right. Ready? Give you about 2 seconds. R, tar, bài, chia, xia, đà, pai, hia, pe, bay, cha, po, bia, tia, ca, sa, pua, ia,